Welcome to Spurs Vision TV. Good evening to all you guys in Asia. Of course, good afternoon, you guys in Europe, especially in London and United Kingdom, and of course, good morning to all you guys in Americas, right, North and South America, and of course Canada. Not to forget Canada, right? That's where Brian Daigle's
Yeah.
from. Hi, Alan. How you doing?
Hello, mate. Good morning. And Nicholas, come and join us. You lazy monster.
Yeah. I know. Is Nick busy today?
I don't know. He does work from home a bit. I don't know whether he's working from home or not. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess what we'll be doing today is that we'll be looking into the Southampton game today, right? We're playing at home, right? And I guess what I want to do today is to give out a lot of positive vibes to the team, to the manager, right? And of course, hopefully we'll get a good results. And of course, the game is being played around 17:45 GMT.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. 17:45 GMT. That's about 19:45 GMT. That's 7:45 your time.
1945. Yeah. 1945
Yeah, 19:45.
GMT.
Yeah. That's about 7:45 PM your time, and that will be around 3:45 AM my time. Right. So let's see how that
enjoy.
goes. Yeah. If I can wake up for the show.
Oh,
I'm not sure yet. If I wake up to watch the game, I'll watch the game. If not, then most probably I'll put it onto a record and then I'll watch the recording later. Right. I was told before, right? The recording is the same as the live game.
yeah. I've done that a few times. I've done that a few times in my time.
Yeah. But now the timing that we have is we're about plus 8 hours ahead of the UK's, right? So let's see how that goes. Of course, today we'll be putting out positive vibes for the team, right? And of course for the new players coming in. So, Alan, what do you think today, right? Do you think Ben and Kulu will start, or do you think they'll be on the sub bench again?
I wouldn't be shocked to see Bentancur start, and I reckon it'd more likely use Kulu as sort of like an hour mark substitution. I don't really see too many changes from the Brighton game. It's a week. It's nearly Saturday.
But what I think is now that even with Skip still not recovered from his injury, right? We still have that's the spot for Bentancur to be in our midfield at the moment, right? But before that, let's give a shout out to the guys in the chats, right? Big up to Nicholas, Barry, Sean, Pete,
whatever his name is.
Here.
I'll call him whatever his name is. Yeah.
Insert name here, and of course, big up to Wayne Bonner. Wayne. How you doing, Wayne? Right. How do y'all? Hopes everyone's well and pumped up for the game tonight. We are. Right. Most probably I'll be asleep. And if I can wake up in the middle of the night to watch the game, I'll watch the game. Right. But don't forget, for me, tomorrow is still a working day. If the game was played on Tuesday night, then most probably I'll be watching it. Yeah. Because usually I get my off days on Wednesdays. Right.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
Yeah. Coming back to the game again. Right. We did perform well, more or less, against Brighton. Right, in the FA Cup.
They look comfortable. They look very comfortable, didn't they?
Yeah, we did perform well. We look comfortable, right? But I think Southampton would be totally different. But Southampton's track record away is not that good, and playing against us away also isn't that good, right? But we still have to keep in mind that with 10 men, they still held us at St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they still held us at St. Mary's. So I hope this time with Bentancur around, maybe we'll get a bit of creativity into the midfield that will open up some opportunities for us to score. That's how I see it. Yeah. And to go on to that point.
The consolation. Oh, sorry. Let's hope for one thing. The game, because Southampton went into extra time, didn't they, over the weekend? So let's hope that takes a bit out of their legs.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they had 60 minutes extra time because they were losing to Coventry in the cup, and they equalised close to the end, I think, and then they won it in the
extra. Okay, they won in extra time. Yeah, they won in extra time. So hopefully, maybe that will, take a bit off them. But as I see it, Southampton, we know what they are. Sometimes they can turn up and give teams a real game at it, or sometimes they could just disappear, right? I call them the 9-0 team.
Yeah, I've seen that pop up quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, both times that the Leicester one, they had a player sent off very early, didn't they? And then Man United, they had 2 players sent off, so they don't roll over and die too often.
Yeah, but based on our record playing Southampton, we do have some high-scoring games, right? In these recent times, right? Some high-scoring games too. But of course, if we do get the 9-0, it will help our goal difference. To tell the truth, our goal difference now is really sad.
But I'd be happy with a sort of like a Bob Spur 4-1. I don't know if you heard the news about Bob. Have you heard the news about Bob?
Bob. Yeah, I heard some news about Bob, but So let's
give fingers crossed for him, mate.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. We do. Of course, our prayers and our love will still be out for Bobby, right? And get well soon and speedy recovery. And of course, to tell the truth, I will just take a win. It doesn't matter because at the moment now the points count, right? Manchester United slipping up yesterday, and of course the controversy that West Ham caused yesterday.
Don't
go there.
No, it's not worth going there because it's just we don't want to be sued by anyone, do you?
Yeah. No, to tell the truth is that it is what it is. Being what happened, right? And whatever David Moyes did, he did. So and they won. So now they're in the top 4 position. So you can't take that away, right? You can't take away the points just because what Zuma did. And the results is the result. It happened. So it is what it is. But it's a very good thing. Yeah, but it's a very good thing for us to catch up, to be at level points with Manchester United, right? And if we do get a 9-0 scoreline, most probably we'll jump Manchester United. Hi, Ellie. Ellie's in the chat, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Ellie. Yeah, Ellie, if you want to join us, right? I think the link is out there in one of the group chats. If not, if you want me, I can send it to you to your WhatsApp channel. And hold on for a while. Let me bring on a very special guest, right? Just hold on.
You said
hi, Barry.
special.
Hey, hi, Nick. Barry. Nick.
You
Barry
said special. It's him.
I am special. I'm special needs, all right?
Well, okay, fair enough.
And Nick, I don't want to go I don't want to go into the details of what happened with TTB yesterday. I was watching it on the recording. I was going, oh my God. Oh, that was
Still threw it off a bit, didn't he?
Oh dear. I don't know what happened. It just escalated very quickly.
Escalated, right? Yeah, and we're not going to talk about it, right? With Gumar and a few more guests.
Tommy doesn't want to talk about it, so we won't talk about it.
Don't talk about it, right? All right, let me bring on a few more guests.
I went early because they were picking on me.
Yeah. No, you know, no one's picking on you. But let me bring on a few more guests, right? So we've got some ladies joining us. Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
Hi, Guguma.
Hello.
Hi, Guguma.
Hi, Guguma. Hi, Ellie. The ladies are in the house.
Yeah, the ladies in the house. That's why we have to be more behaved now.
Barry.
We have to be more behaved now, right? We were just talking about Tommy's show yesterday, so we won't go there now.
No.
Oh dear, that was hilarious. I'm not sure you guys have watched Tommy's show yesterday. I would just recommend that you go back and watch it, right? And let me bring on one more guest, right? Hi, Johnny.
Wheels shells, side wheels shells.
Johnny Cool.
Yeah. All of a sudden, it looks like more like a shelf-side Spurs channel.
I felt like Batman. I answered the call. Alan put the link in the chat. I thought I can't leave Eugene there just with Alan. He'll drive him mad. So I thought we better come and rescue Eugene.
Yeah,
that's what I link on, because I didn't want to drive
actually, just to help you out, Eugene. I didn't want Alan, talking about clubs and mint clubs and orange clubs and toast. And,
the clubs again. Yeah, the clubs. All about the clubs, right?
Red started that off.
Oh yeah. Okay, guys. Like I was talking to Alan earlier, right? Today we're playing Southampton, right? All I want to do is just give positive energy to the team and to the manager and to the boys. And I was also saying something about, do you think Ben and Kulu will start? Let's start with Barry, Nick, insert name here.
I said last night on Tommy's show, I said I think they could both start. If I'm honest, Ben will probably be the most likely to start. Right, Johnny, making a bit of noise there, mate.
Yeah. What are you scratching down there, Johnny?
Eugene, you said don't start on what happened last night, so let's not go there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Okay, we won't go there. We have two ladies. We have two ladies in the room. Right? Okay, we won't go there.
Yeah,
right, back to the game.
I think Bentancur will start. I'm not sure. I want Kulusevski to start because I think it's an opportunity. It's not like we're playing a team that that we shouldn't beat. So yeah. Hopefully, like Wayne's just said, Bentancur to start, and Kulu will take a little bit more time to settle in. But I guess, like what we said last night, in the fact that if Stevie had put that chance in, we'd all been raving about Kulusevski as well. So let's give them some time. Let's give them some patience. Let's not go crazy and think they're the next Zidane or Maradona or whoever, and let's just give him time to settle in. Bentancur looks like he's hit the ground running, and yeah, I'd like to see them both. I'd like to see them both start, and Bentancur next to Mr. Højbjerg, or give Mr. Højbjerg a rest because he certainly needs it. So,
well, you don't play Højbjerg, right? Skip is injured. Who's going to be the holding?
You play Harry Winks, no?
Oh. Yeah, oh dear. But of course, before we get to Guguma, right, get her opinion, let's do some shout outs at the comments, right? Big up to John Fitzpatrick, big up John, right? Chris Agamba is here. Hi, big up, right? I would have popped on, but have a lot of work on, all right? Yeah, big up to Chris. And of course, what Wayne Bonner is saying, I like to see Bentancur start. Kulu, for me, will take a little more time to settle in. Yep, that's true, right? And Guguma, do you think Ben and Kulu should start?
I want them both to start because I'm just excited about them. But I have a feeling that maybe Kulu won't start, but Bentancur will. And perhaps Conte will bring Kulu on later in the game,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. And Ellie?
Yeah.
Your point of view on Ben and Kulu?
I agree with everybody. I think Bentancur will start with Højbjerg, not Winks. Who said Winks' name? Come on. Right. And I think Kulu needs a little bit more fitness. Because even though he came on quite late, he looks like he's carrying a little bit of weight. I think he needs to get more, because he hasn't played for a while, has he? So he needs to get more fit. So I'm sure Conte's working on that with the fitness coaches. And I think he will make an appearance. Probably he'll take off Mora and bring on Kulu. If we're winning, I think he'll come on. If we're losing, I think maybe earlier he'll come on if we're losing. That's my opinion.
Yeah. And let's get to Johnny, Coach Johnny. At least we've got a coach. Yeah, we have a coach in the house, right, Johnny?
Right. I agree with Coach Ellie. Exactly the same. I think Bentancur will start, whether it's with Winks or Højbjerg. If he's being kind, I guess he'll give him Højbjerg, won't he, to so he can come in and have a nice solid start with someone solid alongside him. Because Winks, he's going to have to carry a little bit, isn't he? And it's a bit unfair on Bentancur to come in cold against Southampton and have to sort of keep an eye on Winks. Winks in a 2 is a bit more unreliable than Højbjerg, isn't he? So he can play well, but I think they'll keep Hula Hoop up his sleeve to come on. Like Ellie said, his fitness wasn't quite there, was it, the other day? So I think there's no need to risk throwing him in straight from the start. You've got Lucas Moura, who you know is going to give you everything on the pitch, isn't he? He always puts everything in, doesn't he? So it's a good balance. He likes players that give him everything, doesn't he? So I think Lucas Moura is one of the first names down on his team sheet, to be honest. It makes me laugh when people are debating who to play, Kulu or Stevie alongside Harry and Sonny. I'm like, what the hell's Lucas Moura done wrong? He's always put everything in for Conte, hasn't he? So Conte's going to pick him all day long.
That's true. But how I see now is the formation, right? If we do play a 3-5-2, then maybe we could be like having something like the 3 at the back. Most probably Romero will be the center back, right? Then when you go to your right will be Sanchez, and your left will still be Davis. Okay, Davis, Johnny's favorite player. Right?
Can't say anything wrong about him, can I? At the moment, to be honest, though.
No, you can't say anything bad about him now, right?
No.
Yeah. And of course, then when you talk about the 5 in the middle, in the midfield, right? Most probably your wings will be. You go back to Emerson and Reguilon, if I'm not mistaken. Then that means you're talking about the center midfielders will be maybe Højbjerg will be the holding. Then you have 2 more forward moving midfielders in Winks and Bentancur. You see that? And of course with Son and Kane up front. And maybe like you're saying about Moura, I think Moura needs to have a bit of a rest now, right? Maybe you can bring him on as a sub for Bentancur later in the game, depending how we are playing, right? Or maybe if not, then let him rest. Because the games are coming thick and fast, right, guys? The games are coming thick and fast in the next 2-3 weeks. Right?
They've just had a 2-week break, though, Eugene, haven't they? He should be fresh as a daisy. They just had 2 weeks off.
Yeah. But they've been playing so many games, being dependent on for so long. Maybe let's see, right? But like you see, you can see the freshness is back in Sonny's feet.
Definitely.
He's been out for like how long? 1.5 months, 6 weeks or so. Right, nearly 2 months, right? Sonny has been injured, so he's had a long rest, right? And we saw that during the Brighton game when he had that burst of speed for the 3rd goal, right? He just glided through everybody and he like pushed up another gear and he just went past them, right? So that's the old Son that we miss. In the beginning of the season, he was lethargic, missing his crosses. I think Son needs a bit of more time where he will be more accurate, right, on goal.
What I liked as well, Eugene, is he took him off after 65 minutes, and you could see Sonny had the right needle. He wanted to carry on playing, so it's keeping him really hungry and really focused, isn't it? So for this game, this Southampton game, I think he'll be nice and he's got all that energy, and he just wants to play again now, doesn't he? So you get a fit and hungry Sonny.
Yeah, that's how I think Conte manages his team, right? The mentality part, right? It's just not about just the energy; it's about the mental part. How you keep yourself mentally, the hunger is there, right?
Yeah.
And let's get to Alan. Alan, what kind of formation do you think will be best suited for against a team like Southampton? If I'm not mistaken, Southampton will sit back and try to defend.
Yeah,
especially away.
That's the way they seem to play against all the big teams. They do that, and they've got they play a similar sense because Carl Walker-Peters plays as right wing back as well, doesn't he? So they don't play as high. They don't play as high as what Conte likes to do. So I think as I say, the important thing is to not give any free kicks anywhere near the area. Not with that. Not what we're proud about. So
that's true.
With Sanchez and Romero, the way they play, it's going to be tricky not to, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but
Johnny, don't have to worry about Sanchez, right? Sanchez will be in the opposition's penalty box.
Yeah, he was loving it the other day, wasn't he? Maybe that's what maybe that's what Conte has decided, Judy. We need to get him as far away from our area as possible. Stay up the top there, Sanchez. Stay up the top.
I think we're starting to revert to Aussie's formation, aren't we? 2-1-7.
Yeah.
2-1-7.
Yeah.
2-1-7.
Those were the days.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Adilis, right? Aussies.
Yeah.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
that was 2-1-7. Yeah.
Defending
What
came
defense?
last.
What defense? Yeah. And shall I? Okay. I'll call you Barry since your nick is up there. Barry. Barry. Formation, right? 4-3-3, 3-5-2. Oh, sorry, 3-4-3 or 3-5-2.
I think he's going to play more 3-4-3 with them kind of floating. I think that would be a better formation with how we want to do it. But yeah, I guess I think it all depends on what's happening in the game, right? If we need to flood the midfield early doors, we'll do that to kind of nullify the effect of what Southampton are probably going to come with today. We'll just have to see. I'd like us to go out there and get an early goal like we did against Brighton, and then control the game like we did against Brighton. And hopefully there's as we were saying last night, in between fits of laughter, I think it could be I think Southampton will score, but I think it's going to be a big win for us tonight. I know we've been kind of saying that for the last few weeks, but Brighton we kind of got the third goal, and then we kind of sat back. But I think if we get the third goal tonight, then I think we'll go for the kill, because ultimately, but at the end of tonight and the end of Sunday, we could be in the top four. So we need to take that advantage, and I don't think the stadium will be very full tonight. I've seen loads of people. I mean, I can't go, and I've seen a load of people trying to get rid of their tickets. So I'm not really sure how many are going to go, or how full the stadium's going to be. I'd be surprised if there's over 45,000 there tonight. But I think that we just need to hit them fast and get the win.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Johnny, you going?
I am indeed. Yep, I'll be up there. Yep, me and Gaz are going. But like Nick said, there's usually 5 or 6 of us. I think it's only me and Gaz are going. I've seen a lot of people complaining on Twitter and stuff that they can't put their ticket on the ticket exchange, which means that the club haven't sold their allocation yet. So I think Barry could be right. Don't know why, but
I can't even get to. Rez put it on that he's getting rid of his ticket, and I contacted
Ellie's going, right?
Yeah, I'm going, definitely.
Yeah, Ellie's going too. Yeah,
I'm going with my daughters again.
Ah, that's nice.
Are you in the south stand again, Ellie?
They were good luck charms.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fun going with your family as well.
Okay.
Normally I'm on my own.
Oh, but this time going your daughters. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. But I think even Rez is not going. Barry is not going. I think Arthur is going, if not mistaken. Arthur will be there too. So if you guys can meet up, then that would be nice, right? And of course, Guguma, down to the formation tonight, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that with the formation, let's say whatever formation that Conte puts out there, do you think if Southampton sits back and defend like what they did during their home match, and they were playing with 10 men, we still couldn't break them down? Do you think this time with the new players coming in, like with Bentancur and all that, will we have the spark of creativity to beat them?
Yes, I think so. Because especially with Bentancur, from what I've seen, I know it's early, but he seems really good, and he seems like very aggressive. And I think Conte will want to, like Barry said, want to go out there and score first as soon as possible. So especially if Bentancur is like aggressive and we have that kind of spark there, in the midfield, then I think that we can do well against them, even if they sit back.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah. And what do you think about the formation? Do you think the 3-4-3 will work or the 3-5-2 will work?
I think Conte will start out with the 3-4-3 because just to go out there and score first, because that's kind of been the problem before. Except with our last game, that's what I liked about our last game was that we went out there and scored early, and I think that shows like a difference in our mentality. And so I think Conte will want to keep that going. So probably 3-4-3, I'm guessing.
That's true.
With Skippy having that knock as well, Eugene and Gugu, I think he might want to keep one of his centre midfielders up his sleeve. So he might start with only two in case we pick up a knock to one of the other ones. Then he's still got a spare midfielder up his sleeve, hasn't he, for Saturday? Saturday or Sunday? Sunday, aren't we? Sunday at 2:00.
This Sunday we're playing Wolves, playing Wolves this Sunday, right? And Ellie,
yes,
right? You'll be in the match. You'll be watching it live, right? So I guess a lot of people are saying that when you watch it on TV, it's totally different. But when you watch it live, you get to see the whole feel at where the players are being positioned and all that, right? And especially in the live game at the stadium, straight away as the game starts, right, you will see the formation being built, right? Sometimes
Eugene?
Hello, Eugene. Earth calling Eugene.
Oh, frozen.
He's doing a Kev.
Come back.
He's frozen.
He's playing Dead Lions.
Frozen?
I think so. Yeah.
That's what I do to them.
Mr. K has hijacked him after he started talking about the live game and seeing a game live.
Yeah.
He's Mr. K just hijacked him, and that he's just like, I hope he's all right.
The cat's got his tongue. We can carry on without him. What should we talk about, lads?
Let's hope Kurt Zuma doesn't come and kick him, Ellie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no!
Yeah,
he's back. He's back.
Ah, the statue.
I'm back. Yeah, no internet connection problems again. I hate it. Right, but sorry, Ellie. I was asking you. Whenever you're in the stadium, when you see the whole picture, right, you will be like seeing it's like a beehive chasing the ball, running around, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, but in that kind of scenarios, you can actually tell what kind of formation being played and how well the players are being positioned. Right, and what we know is that Conte usually has this mindset that he sees how his team plays. So, with let's say Bentancur comes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Bentancur will be able to adapt to Conte's style of play at the moment?
100%. He's a Conte player as well, because Conte likes players who are aggressive, fight for the ball, good on the ball, can pass. So he's got all those attributes. And what I saw of him live against Brighton, he's got a cool head as well, and he can pick out a pass. So I think with the formation as well, I think he's going to go 3-5-2. The reason I'm saying that is because Walker Peters has been playing particularly well on the flanks, and I think he'll want to double bank on that side with Davis and Reguilon to stop that threat. And I think Emerson Royal will get a lot of joy as well, because against Brighton, they didn't even mark him. I found that really surprising. They just left him free. Maybe they didn't see him as a threat.
They knew he couldn't cross the ball, Ellie. That's why they left him.
Because they realised, obviously, he can't
cross the ball.
But he showed them, didn't he? He got free. And I liked his celebration as well. It was like he was saying, look, I'm here to stay, because he will improve. It takes time.
Mm-hmm.
Even Luka Modric, the great Luka Modric, took quite a while to set into the Premiership. I know you can't compare Emerson with Luka, because Luka's a different kettle of fish, but I think he will settle in, and he just needs a bit more confidence, because defensively I think he's quite strong. But what I liked most of all out of that game was Sonny's run. When you see it live, Oh my God. It's like, you know, when you go to the, I don't know if you go to the dogs at all, the greyhounds, when you see the rabbit, the hare, sorry, go. And then he's like that. He just runs for it. He's fantastic, that Sonny. I love him.
He's like Alan. He's like the hare. He's the
Yeah.
Shelfside Spurs hare.
Yeah. But he's so exciting to watch when he does those runs.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
should do
that's
them
true.
more often.
Yeah. We've seen it once or twice, right? Especially against
Yeah.
Burnley, and when he scored that fantastic
'Cause
goal.
he's got that in his locker,
Yeah.
hasn't he,
Yeah.
Eugene?
But I think they can't do it all the time, because if you do it all the time, it takes a lot of strain on your muscles and all that. But
Oh, of
maybe,
course.
yeah. But I think
What?
if he can turn it up, because I think he's been a bit tired, you know, with all
He
this.
hasn't got his full fitness yet.
Yeah. So
But when
that's
he
why
does,
waiting for Son to be back at 100%. And when Son
Yeah.
is at 100%, right, he'll usually give 110%, right? So that's
Oh, I
how I
know.
liked it. Yeah.
That's
And
why
what I
we
saw,
all love him.
yeah. And what I saw in the Brighton game was that smile between him and Kane is back.
Yes.
That what actually made me happy, right? Before all this time, I think Son has been fatigued since the beginning of the season, and with all the traveling because of the World Cup qualifications, they've been going back and forth, right, with COVID protocols and all that. So what happened, I think, in the Brighton game, that magical connection, it's slowly coming back again. And if once that magical connection comes back, we're going to give a lot of teams a lot of trouble again. That's how I see it, right? And of course, let's get to Johnny, right? Johnny, I think what a lot of people have been saying is that the mentality of our squad has been very bad, and with all the bad apples that we've gotten rid of recently, it has improved, right? But sometimes I think about it, it's just not about the mentality, right? It's about the intelligence of the players, what kind of things they choose to do when they have the ball, right? Do you think Conte can actually teach them to be smarter on the ball?
It's exciting. I was just thinking tonight, just to see Romero playing that way, so how aggressive he is. You know, he looks really like a player reborn, doesn't he? He's obviously got him fitter. He's got him Conte fit. To see Sonny back again, how fit and just around the pitch, buzzing around and pressing people. You've got Bentancur, who likes to play aggressively. It's exciting to see, because we're going to be really aggressive in the press again tonight. So I can't wait to get up there and see the team play, to be honest. Like you say, getting rid of the bad eggs. Everyone's singing from the same hymn sheet now, aren't they? I don't know if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, there was a video that Tottenham put out in training, and they were playing like the table tennis game with the football. It had Kane was on the same team as Ndombele, and Ndombele did something stupid, and he's running around the board like cheering and weeping like an idiot, and you can see all the other players like just looking at him going, "What are you doing, mate? We're trying to have a game here." And you can see Kane in the background, his face just like looking at Ndombele like, "What an idiot." And he saw the other day, didn't he, with Sonny and was it Romero on the bench just looking at him. It was Dyer and Romero looking at him when he was coming off the other day, like, "What are you doing, mate?" So to get rid of those bad eggs, it just raises the whole, because everyone's pulling in the same direction now, aren't they? They all want to get fitter. They want to learn Conte's style, his passages of play, and it's a very important aspect to get rid of those bad eggs, so that everyone is, as I say, pulling in the same direction now. You're right. It's such a positive to bring to the whole squad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's true. Right. And of course, coming to tonight's game, how's the weather?
Overcast, as usual. I haven't decided if it's going to rain. There's kind of a little bit of rain in the air, so put a nice sheen on the pitch for us to play nice and fast football.
There's no sun. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, there's no sun in London.
It's probably gonna. There's probably going to be a bit of rain throughout the game, so it'll probably help us a little bit. So.
Yeah,
that's good. Right. Now, I'm just wondering whether if the rain comes down, will it mess up Kane's hair?
He needs to get it cut off short like mine. There's no sweep over anymore. Like Nick's got the old sweep over going. That'd look like hell in the rain, Nick.
That'd just be like flat and it'd be horrendous.
Yeah.
And then when I dry it, I'd look like Gaguma's. Yeah, all like
yeah, it looks like the lion's mane, right?
Yeah,
the lion's mane. Yeah, but of course, more or less the game being positive for the players. That's the fan base have to be, right? But like what Barry's been saying, there might not be a packed stadium tonight. We might be lucky even to get about 30,000 or 40,000 fans in there. But if we are still behind our team, I guess it will show a lot for the players, right? But the only thing is that how many allocated tickets are there for Southampton fans today?
No, let's have a look. See if we can work it out. Fine.
Yeah, is there about 5,000 or 7,000 allocated?
No, it's not that much. I don't think it's that much. I think it's about 3.5, 4, man.
3.5, 4? Oh, I mean, usually they don't allocate that many tickets for the away fans.
No, it's about that. I think it's about between 4 and 5. I reckon maybe. You say, LJ?
Just having a look now. Going to the website.
Obviously, for the cup games, there's a bigger allocation. I think it's up to 9,000 for the cup games. So yeah, I think it's 7 to 9. I think for the cup games.
You know what, Jerry Nicholas? You look like a coach today with your outfit. Like you remind me of one of the coaches.
My outfit.
From the Tottenham channel, standing on the side.
You say that, Guguma. I went to watch Wycombe Wanderers last night, and their coach has got long hair and he wears a leather jacket. He looks nothing like a coach.
Oh, really?
He's like a rock and roll coach. He is.
Oh,
That's
cool.
the guy who used to play for QPR, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
Gareth Ainsworth. Yeah.
Because my husband
He's in a
supports
band.
QPR.
Yeah, he's a legend.
And Ellie, yeah. And Ellie, do you know
How
QPR
did that happen?
No, Ellie, I'm sure you're aware that QPR actually is owned by Malaysian, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. QPR is actually owned.
Is his name Mitchell?
No. His name is Tony Fernandez.
Oh, Tony Fernandez. Yes.
Yeah, he's the owner of Air Asia.
Yes.
Yeah, so he owns QPR.
God.
And QPR is they're well placed in the playoffs at the moment.
They are.
And if they have a good run, right, they might even get automatic qualification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
that will be
it's a horrible ground.
Just put it that way.
Yeah. Oh, but the grounds are horrible?
QPR's ground is horrible, yeah.
It's
horrible
like a tin pot.
Yeah,
you don't even notice it, Eugene. You like walking through a housing estate, and then suddenly it's there, and there's no like sign that's coming up, and you're like, oh, there's the ground. There's like, what? Isn't that part of the housing estate? It's horrible. It's
the housing estate, and then you're like in the stand, and you're like, oh, okay.
I mean, that means you're like walking through a residential area, and all of a sudden there's a stadium.
Yeah. Silent, yeah. Well, not even sad. It doesn't even come up.
Like that as well. You'd literally walk around the corner. And in between two houses, and then the ground would be there, their old ground, and it's like, what the hell? Where's that kind of?
How did that happen? Right?
Okay. Yeah.
I've got the answer, Eugene. It's around 3,000 unless they apply for more. So I don't know if Southampton would have applied for more than 3,000, maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay. And of course, big up to Ben, right? Ben Kaufman. Hi, Ben. Yeah. His coffee show is really nice, right? It's really relaxing and cool. And then we talk a lot about coffee beans and all that. Big up Ben, right? And what Alan is saying, something to do with bad eggs. Eggs, go to the cellar with the lack of, okay.
I think you need some toast or something. I don't know.
Okay. Is it a code word for SSS or something like that?
No, he's just thinking about eating his stomach again, isn't he?
Oh, okay, all right. That means he's got to do something. So right, we understand. Okay, no, we understand, right? He's doing a diet.
Yeah.
Now, interesting thing is that they have about 3,000. Let's say they got about 4,000 fans. We have about something like 35,000 fans. So the stadium will be about like 40,000 people, right? And our stadium, unless you can fill up the south stand, right, then that's where the sound will come from that side. And like you guys been saying, a lot of people have been offloading their tickets because this is a midweek game and then it's late, right? And I guess the weather is not that conducive and all that. But usually midweek games, Are they always like that in London?
No, they're normally exciting, aren't they? Under the lights of White Hart Lane, it's a different kind of atmosphere. Actually, it's normally better, to be honest. I don't understand why so many people aren't going tonight. Only noisy people like me and Ellie in the South Stand.
Yeah.
We'll keep it going.
With my daughters,
Yeah.
We make enough noise.
Big up to Cody.
My daughters.
Hey, Cody, Matt.
Yeah. No, your
Go on,
daughters.
go on,
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I
Ellie.
was just going to say, my daughters, right? They like wine. They're not like their mother, who's teetotal, right? And they brought the wine in, and then the security guard came up, saw that they were all pretty, and let them off. Didn't stop.
Oh, Ellie.
He goes, "You're all right. You're all right."
Are they twins, Ellie? Look like a couple of them look very similar. Are they very similar in age, or are they twins? No,
they're not twins. No, there's quite a big gap between my big girl and my youngest one. There's 8-year gap.
Yeah.
So I took a rest because I was watching Spurs.
No, I think you're waiting for the cup, right, Ellie?
Yes.
Waiting for the cup until gave up.
Yes.
Oh,
right,
dear.
Eugene.
Oh, dear.
Ellie, if there is anyone that you know that wants a ticket, then you can have mine for tonight. I'm sure there'll be enough space to get them in with.
We've already got our tickets, but maybe Mr. K again.
I think he's got Jens's ticket, so he's got.
Oh, has he? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. K's got Jens' ticket.
I don't know. Nice. Maybe Danny Kiriakou, he might want it.
I don't think Danny will be free tonight. They're all meeting up with Res, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
Yeah. That's why Res didn't go. Yeah. I don't know. Something's going on there. You gotta talk to Res.
We're not privy to the information, LJ.
Yeah.
Resimondus group of whatever they're doing tonight. Yeah.
It's a secret residue.
Yeah.
Now you've told us that, I'm going to call him out on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna call him out on it.
It must be important if he's missing his prawn sandwiches in the West Stand there.
That's funny. He hasn't said that the other day. The prawn sandwich brigade in the West Stand.
Oh dear. Big up to Tony K. Tony K, hi everyone. Thanks for the stream, Eugene. Love Ali Guguma. They're angels. Let's get 3 points tonight. Come on, you Spurs. Yes. Tony K. Tony K is from Korea, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, big up to Tony K. Right.
Tony, me, Barry, Alan, and Eugene are angels as well, aren't we? What's going on with that? You can have human angels, can't you? The Archangel Gabriel and all
that. Maybe Barry should change his name next to like something like
another name. Yeah?
I can't think of any famous angels. It shows our religious knowledge.
Oh yeah. Angels. Yeah. Oh no, Bosley.
You remind me of Bosley, Eugene.
I do.
You do.
Oh
cool,
dear.
Who's Bosley?
On the Charlie's Angels. You're too young.
Yeah.
You guys don't know who Bosley is?
No, man. Sorry.
You know, in the original Charlie Angels, there's this guy always on the speakerphone that talks to the girls. He's Bosley, and then you will never see his face. He's always, on the speakerphone. That's all. So it's something like this. What I'm doing now, right?
What was that? There's another program, wasn't there, with an angel in the 80s? God, the guy that was in the Little House on the Prairie. He had his own TV program. He was an angel. He was like dead, and he used to go around helping people, didn't he? That's him, yeah. What was that program called, Ellie? It used to be brilliant, didn't it?
It was something Highway to Heaven, wasn't it?
That's it, Highway to Heaven, yeah. Yeah, he was an angel in that. There we go. There you go.
I used to love Highway to Heaven, but Little House on the Prairie made me cry every time.
Highway to Heaven used to make my granddad cry all the time. If he was tearing up in the lounge there, I'd be like, what's wrong? And my nan would be like, I was just watching Highway to Heaven.
I used to watch it because Michael Landon was hot.
That's true. Yeah, right. I remember Little House on the Prairie. Yeah.
Right, my bad eggs comment was about on Dembele when you were talking about him.
Oh, okay.
Bad eggs, go to the cellar, and lack of oxygen because he commented that he needed more oxygen.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
Stella. The
See,
Stella.
you boys are too
Stella.
slow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're out of.
But you're forgetting, Alan, that Stella is a comedy word in French. Remember?
Okay.
Sending someone to the Stella in French means something completely different culturally than sending them to the Stella. Stella, I keep saying Stella. I've got Stella on the mind.
Hotspur Boy 69. I don't think you need to show a COVID pass now.
No, it's gone. They sent an email out the other day saying you don't need to do it anymore.
So yes, talking about that, yeah.
If you want my ticket, Hotspur Boy 69, then I can send you my Twitter. I'll put my Twitter handle as my name, and then you can send me a message if you're on Twitter, and then you can gladly have my ticket. Not a problem, sir.
Yeah. Reach out to Nick, right? Just don't forget, he's Nick, not Barry, Sean, or insert name.
I'm whatever you want to be, yeah.
To make it even more complicated, Eugene, he spells it N-I-K without seeing it as well for some reason.
Yeah, and Kenneth Blanche.
He's got a sweet in his name.
Yeah, Kenneth Blanche, I think it's first time seeing you here. Yeah, big up. Thanks for your support. What does Kenneth say? You would think that with what is at stake with regards to the table positioning, that
absolutely
people will be itching to get to the Spain. That's true. And if you're not mistaken, right, this is the first home game in like 2 months or something like that since the Liverpool game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. Someone mentioned it on another stream the other day.
Yeah, right.
Is that right? Bloody hell.
Yeah,
it's been cup games, isn't it? Chelsea and then 2 FA Cup games.
Yeah.
For the Premier League, yeah, that's a home game. However, there's been a report that here in the US that Spurs have the largest drop in attendance of any EPL club of this year. Yeah, any ideas beside the time with Nuno? Maybe people just got tired of watching Nuno ball. That's all. Just got tired of watching Nuno ball. Right. And let's see what Ben says. Ben says something like, I never invited these things as well. Right. I'm not cool enough either. Chris and Combo.
Well,
okay.
Ben,
I think that was a red.
We're the cool ones, obviously,
No, I think he's talking more about the
Rez's secret rendezvous.
Rez's rants has turned into Rez's rendezvous.
Rez's rendezvous. That should be a new show that you guys should do, right? Rez's rendezvous.
Yeah, I like that. We're trying to think of another name for Rez to do a show for. So Rez's rendezvous. Maybe that's what he's doing tonight.
Yeah.
Michael Landon was best in Bonanza. Was he? Michael Landon was in Bonanza?
He was in that.
Okay.
He was very young.
He was, he was the son. He was the son, like the farmhand son, wasn't he?
Oh, all right. And Jamie is saying 3-1. Sorry, I'm not there on the panel tonight. Guguma, keep the boys in check. We're always in check. On Spurs Vision, we're always in check, right? Unless we don't stray off very often, right? Unless you are here, Jamie.
We've got a special treat as well. We've got Ellie's ear cam.
Yeah.
Ellie's ear cam tonight.
Yeah. And Barry Selfshite Spurs says, Hotspur Boy 69, send me a message on Twitter if you like. Okay. What's your Twitter handle?
I've put it in the name. I've put it in the comments. You see, when I comment, I put it as Barry Shelfside Spurs, so I'm confusing people again. You see.
No, but then your Twitter handle is Barry Selfstrike Spurs.
No, it's underneath. So I've put it as my name.
Oh, okay.
If anyone wants it,
this one. Yep. This
if anyone wants a ticket for tonight, along with the other 15,000 that are trying to get rid of theirs.
I actually contacted Spurs about trying to take one.
He's got to work
your tickets.
Yeah,
and they won't let me because I'm classed as like the disabled section. I'm not allowed to take an able-bodied seat.
Well, there you go. It just shows that our disabled fans are better than our able-bodied ones because they're sold out tonight, Alan. They're all those places are
they're not.
No, they're not.
They're not. Easy. I can get a ticket easy, but the trouble is it's the parking.
Yeah.
I need to be able to park. I need to be able to park very close.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I guess let's see the turnout for tonight, right? So that's what Cody is saying. Cody is laughing.
Cody's always laughing.
Oh, But I think if Cody wasn't working, right, Cody would be on here now, right? Are you working now, Cody, or is just you're having your lunch break? No, he's just getting up.
Cody don't work.
Cody works.
Can we just give props to Cody in Canada because they're being awesome at the moment, aren't they? With fighting back against their government and blocking off the government building and all their citizens are coming together. Yeah, the truckers, awesome stuff. Great to see. They're leading the revolution around. Viva la revolution! They're leading it around the world.
Yeah, Cody is Canadians. Like he was working.
Cody's the leader.
I don't think Cody.
Cody actually started the revolution, didn't he? Because when that snow plow was coming around the corner, Cody was like, "Fuck the man! I'm going to chuck snow back at him." And the word on the street is that he started the whole truckers thing. It started with Cody fighting back against the working councillors chucking snow into his driveway.
Oh yeah. And let's see what Kenneth has to ask us. Kenneth says that, in your opinion, how real is the recent rumors about potential Spurs sale? I don't see Levy being able to let it go. I don't
think he wants to let it go either. I think he keeps putting a high price on it to make sure people won't buy it. So that
in the article with the sound bites about the club being for sale, it had some quotes from Levy saying that he'd be interested in staying as the chief executive officer even if they did sell it. So can't get rid of him even if we do sell it. Imagine.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a case of him not wanting to sell his shares. Yeah, I think it might be a case of Joe Lewis might be fed up of it now and wanting to get rid of his.
Yeah, it's hard to say, right? With all the bad press that we've been pushing onto Lewis and Levy, right? Maybe Lewis might want to sell his shares, but maybe Levy doesn't want to. So that's why there's always that part that we can't iron out at the moment. And of course, we being linked to the Singaporean billionaire, right? So let's see how that goes, right? But I've been saying the Singaporean billionaire is an Arsenal fan. Why?
Arsenal fan. We mentioned on our show. Yeah, we mentioned on our show the other day that we wanted to speak to you about that, Eugene. So how has he gone about stating that he's an Arsenal fan? Has he just been pictures at the games, or has he been shown wearing a shirt, or where's the Arsenal link come from?
I don't know, because when he was linked about 2 months ago, when he was at the stadium and all that, I did a Google search on him, so I know what companies he owns and all that, right? And what kind of business is in, right? He's basically one of those online shopping companies. So he has got this portal called Shopee, which is very big in Southeast Asia. I'm not sure whether Korea, have you heard of it? Google my Shopee?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. So, but they're very big in Southeast Asia at the moment, right? So the only thing I could see is that maybe Levy was talking to him about stadium rights, then about turning our stadium into Shea Mac.
Instead of Che Guevara.
I know Shea Mac instead of that. Yeah, and of course, Ben. Yeah, have a good show, Ben. Ben has a good show in his coffee show. Yeah, if after this show, if you guys want to have some coffee talk with Ben, go to his. It's called what? Coffee with? Is it coffee? Coffee with Ben? The coffee? No. Coffee Company. Yes, his channel is Coffee Company. Yeah, Coffee Company. And of course, Ellie is saying, "Sorry, I had to leave. My brother just came around. He's combing the match. He's coming to the match today. All right. And what does Kenneth says? Kenneth says Daniel Levy is a British version of Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys and completely inept in running a club. Yep. The Dallas Cowboys was one of the biggest NFL teams in, if I'm not mistaken, the 80s and 90s and 70s. But nowadays they just dropped off. Yeah, just dropped off the thing, right? Right. Great businessmen, horrible general managers. Yeah.
Whereas we've not got to the great period of 20 years. We're still waiting to get there.
It was his 60th birthday yesterday. So maybe he's sitting down and analysing his life and thinking, I can't heap any more pain on these guys. I'm going to sell my shares. And
my birthday present to the fans is that I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And of course, big up to the panel and Rez. Rez is not here. Okay, Rez must be somewhere.
Screw Rez.
But no.
He's hiding under Alan's bed.
Yeah,
he is.
Pop out from under Alan's bed.
That's where the secret rendezvous is.
So he's the one that's nicking all my clubs.
That's what.
He's like the milk. He's like the opposite of the milk tray man. He comes and takes your chocolate rather than delivers your chocolate.
No, I think Levy.
That's why he got that bump on his head. Hit it on Alan's bed.
Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. No, but you're talking about Levy, and he's been in charge for the past 21 years. The direction of the club has been going this way, and I think the discontent now that's being voiced, right? I think he's feeling it. So the moves that he's made recently actually did surprise us. Ever since the Manchester United game, he appointed Conte, and I think when he appointed Conte, he thought he checkmate us. The fans would keep quiet, but then he forgot that if you appoint Conte and you don't support him, then everything's going to fall around him, right? And what we did see in I actually didn't want to go back to the transfer window, but what we did see in the transfer window is that we did have to let go certain players that weren't in Conte's plan. So I guess the football is back with the footballing people. And to tell the truth, I don't mind Daniel Levy being an owner, but the thing is that he shouldn't be involved in the football side. That's all, right? No. Decisions that's been made all these years are not correct. And I think at last you've seen it. And to tell the truth, the Hitchin resignation, I think, is a part of this finding a scapegoat, to just push the blame to. So now at least if Hitchin is gone and the real footballing side of our club is back in the hands of Conte and Paratici, I do feel that we do have a bright future coming up, right? But of course, we do need him to still support them because he is the one still writing the checks, right? The board and him, right? Still writing the checks to support Paratici and Hitchin and Conte. And if he doesn't do that, we know what is going to happen after that, right? But in the end of the day, like what Brian Eagles always says, right? Nothing personal against him, right? If he leaves the club, he leaves the football side, right? We will all wish him the best in his life and his endeavors, right? We don't mean any hate or anything like that, but just as long, don't meddle with the football anymore. Let the professionals do their job. That's all, right? And of course, Conte has come down to say that, our recruitment is bad, our scouting is bad, and actually basically everything about our footballing system is bad, right? So hopefully with Paratici there and Conte there, let's hope there is a real reboot or a refresh for us to start rebuilding from the bottom up. The foundation part is, to tell the truth, is what I feel about our football club is that our youth system has not been working very well all these years, right? And the amount of youth players that come through our youth system, at the moment, we only see two in our first team. One is Harry Kane, but Harry Kane has been there for the past 7 years, right? The other one was Wings, right? And we all know what happened to Wings, okay? Right? And the next one is coming through now is actually Skip. So let's hope that, these players...
Tanganga as well. Tanganga.
Oh, yeah, Tanganga. But I'm talking about the recent is Tanganga and Skip, right? Apart from that, right? So, and it took them a gap of like how many years between Kane and Wings to Tanganga and Skip? Well, you're talking about a gap of like 4 to 5 years before we actually had any youth come into our team, right? Yeah. So, if the blend is properly blended into it, so I guess we would have a better future. And don't forget, right? What Conte wants is just not to reach top 4. Conte wants the league, right? Yeah. So I guess if Conte wins us the league, right, I guess this will be his greatest achievement, a club that's not won the league in 60 years to date, right? You're not mistaken. The last time we won the league was 62, right?
61.
61 years. 61 years. So the last time we won the league was 61, not even 62. Yeah. My gosh. So 61 years, right? We have not won the league. So if Conte brings it to us, right, it will be really, really a great achievement for him, right?
Not forgetting that Mourinho couldn't do it either, Eugene. That will play on his ego, Conte, because Conte and Mourinho don't get on. So if Conte can succeed where Mourinho couldn't, that will be another motivating factor for Conte.
Yeah. I think for us to win the league, I think it's going to be a case of we are really, really going to need a situation where Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool are in a period of transition, because that's the only reason why Leicester won it, and due to the fact that
We didn't win it.
No, well, the reason why Leicester won it was because people got to a stage of letting them play to the way they play to their strengths. You know what I mean?
That's
When
true.
we started to improve as a team, all of a sudden teams sat back on us. Yeah,
That's
that
true.
season with Leicester, they still try to go forward and get beaten on the counter attack every 5 minutes.
Yeah. But the thing is that I think that season when Leicester won, right? I think a lot of the other teams didn't want us to win. Remember? Chelsea came out right and said that, nah, we're not going to let Spurs win. We'll do our best. We'll break their legs before we let them win. Remember the Battle of the Bridge?
Yeah.
Right. That was a really nasty match,
though,
right?
in a sense of the
It was a real good game. Yeah. What, 20 yellow cards?
Well,
something like that.
we had 9 of them. I know that. I think Chelsea
we had 9 of
them.
them.
3 or 4.
Yeah. True. Right. And of course, if I'm not sure whether I explained to you how Leicester won it, but one of these days I'll explain to you how Leicester won it. The Asian side of it, the Asian view how Leicester won it. I think I've explained to Johnny before, right? How Leicester won it.
I know what you're on about,
Yeah. Right. But let's get to Jason Bell, right? Jason says, have you heard the rumors? We have an agreement to sign Bale on the free this summer. Do you think it's valid? If so, yeah. Would he be a good player for Conte, right? To tell the truth, Jason, I'll let this question go through the panel. Alan, what do you think about Bale coming back to Spurs?
Media. All media.
Right.
I just can't. I just can't see it happening. I mean, it would be lovely because don't get me wrong, Levy would make a fortune on the shirt signings, wouldn't he?
Shirt sales again.
Shirt sales. He won't earn anything on the sales themselves, but just the fact that people will have Bale on the back of them, he'll earn fortunes.
And Barry?
Barry, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Sorry, sloppy. So yeah, no, I mean I saw it that they were trying to do a deal in the summer, but the financials didn't add up from what Madrid wanted. Look, he came back. He's obviously he's got that link to the club. I'd take him back in a heartbeat. You saw what he could do when he had that run of games. When he came back the last time. He can still do a job. He can still have that impact where he can change games. Only time will tell, right? If it works out for the club and works out for Bale and it works out that Conte wants him, then why not, right? He's a world-class player and has a world-class attitude. So we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see how true it is and whether or not it's just media hype or everything else. But yeah, I would love if it was valid, and I would love it. I think he would, again, he would thrive under Conte. And similarly, just before we came on, we were talking about Eriksen. I think there's the potential after the 6 months is up, whether he comes back as well. Who knows?
That's true. Google Mark, what do you think? Do you want Bale back?
I think that he was really great when he did come back for a while because he's still a good player. I don't know how true the rumors are, but I mean, if Conte wants him, I want him. But for some reason, I don't really see it happening.
That's true. Okay. And Johnny, what do you think about Bale?
I've got my concerns as to whether he'll be able to cope physically, whether he'll have the desire to want to get fit as he needs to get for a Conte team. I guess when we had him on loan, it was a bit of a suck and see. Wanted to see what kind of Gareth Bale you were going to get, whether he was going to knuckle down, work hard, and Mourinho. Well, subsequently we discovered that he doesn't really do a lot with fitness, but there was rumours that he wasn't happy with the way Bale was working and the way he integrated into the team and his desire. He was obviously there just to tick over until Wales and the Euros. There was that allegation against him. So I don't know if he's still got that desire at his age to knuckle down and get as fit as he needs to get for a Conte team. That's my only worry. He's got to be expensive as well, isn't he? He's obviously said his wage is going to be about half what he's on now, but he's still going to be expensive if we do get him.
Okay.
And
but of course,
does Conte often go for older players as well? I don't know if he does, thinking about his inter team.
Yeah. But what Cody says that I'll take Bale in a super sub role on a super sub wage, and that isn't probably ain't going to happen, right? But to tell the truth, in the end of the day, how I feel about this is very simple. If Conte wants him, we'll get him. We should get him, right? But the thing is that his wages most probably be a hindrance. But there's a rumor going around that says that once his contract ends, right, he'll be on 0 wages, right? So who is going to pay his kind of wages if he wants 300K a month?
Best offer. Yeah, he's going to give him the best offer if he's on.
Yeah, he's not going to get that. And then there's been rumors saying that when he ends his stint at Madrid, he would rather move back to Wales side, Cardiff or Swansea, but they're not in the Premier League. They won't be able to pay his wages either. So, I mean, if in the end of the day, if he can't find somewhere to go, and if Conte wants him, right, and if he's coming in and Conte wants him and he's here to play for the club. I remember last season under Mourinho kept giving cryptic messages about Bale, that Bale isn't at Spurs for Spurs. Bale was at Spurs for Wales. He was just building up his fitness to be ready to play for Wales in the Euros, right? The only other thing is that, is Wales somewhere close to qualifying for the World Cup? Are they in the playoffs or something like that, if I'm not mistaken?
I think they crashed out.
No, I think they are in the playoffs, Johnny. They came in second or something in one of the games. If not, then they are somehow automatically qualified in the playoffs through the Nations League. You see, so if it's that scenario again, right? Bale coming to Spurs just to build up his fitness again, to have play time, right? Just
Wales will host Austria in the 2022 World Cup playoff semi-final if they are victorious on 24th of March, the first leg. So they've got a playoff against Austria.
So that means they got 2 legs, right? They're playing 2 legs, if I'm not mistaken, home and away against Austria. If they win that, right, they will qualify for the World Cup.
I think they get to the final. Yeah.
How old is he?
33. Yeah, but I've been reading some news too, right? Like Conte wants Arturo Vidal. What do you guys think?
I like Vidal.
Right, but he's 34.
Yeah,
right. Vidal is 24, but of course, I mean, if that will really show, if really Conte wants Vidal, right, and he gets Vidal, right, that means that will really show that Conte and Paratici are in control of the footballing side of it, because I don't think Levy will buy Vidal, right? Levy's not going to spend wages on Vidal, right? 34, he's got no resale value at all, right? But if that's one of his plans, that to bring Vidal in is to aim to win the title, then I will take Vidal anytime. Like I said, whatever Conte wants, get it for him. That's how I see it, right? And Jason Bell says that I think Wales are in the playoff, right? And Kenneth says that I don't know that Eriksen would want to rejoin Spurs. He trained with them, gave them an opportunity to sign them in the window, and Spurs passed. Probably he wants to stick it to them now. Okay. Of course, Eriksen's gone to Brentford, if I'm not mistaken, right? Whether Spurs wanted him or not is another thing. It's just whether Conte wanted Eriksen or not. That's how I see it. Right?
Well, I think Johnny made a good point earlier, Eugene, on our group, in the fact that it's probably got to do with the insurance costs, and that's why Levy potentially we didn't go for it, because the insurance costs for those first 6 months would have been high, based on what's happened. So maybe that was the reason, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends how it works out. If it works out, and I don't see why. I think he obviously went into work with Conte. I don't, obviously Conte's come out and said some good things about him, and so you never know. You never know how it all fits in, and Ken, it's not just it's not just the news in Europe. Spurs are linked to about everyone in Europe. this summer. Same as every transfer window, we're linked to about 400 players, and we get a couple. So it's not a new thing for us.
Conte flattered his eyelashes, Ericsson, yesterday, Eugene, in his press conference. This is the quote. Conte said in his news conference on Ericsson, "Honestly, we didn't talk about re-signing him. I'm surprised about this situation. I thought he needed more time to come back to play in England. For Tottenham, he is part of the story, and to come back here could be a good opportunity for me and him and the club. But now he signed for Brentford only for 6 months. We will see what happens. I met him on Sunday. It was good to speak with him and see him with his family, and I'll be the first person to be very happy to see him on the pitch again. We spent a good time at Inter. We won the league and spent important seasons together. We wish him the best in the future. We don't know what will happen. It would be good to have him again and work together." Well,
okay.
That
means the doors are still open, right, for Ericsson, right? But Jason Bell says, "I didn't know Ericsson trained with Spurs recently. Honestly, it's a bit surprising since he wanted away." I don't know, because I think Conte was there. Conte, I don't think, did he train with Spurs, or Conte said that our doors are always open for Ericsson to come and train with us.
Yeah.
Right. But I think all the while he's been training back at home. Yeah, he was training back at home. He was training back at home. No, I think he was training back in Denmark. In his
he went to Denmark, then he went to Ajax Youth, and then I think after that he got announced as Brentford.
Okay.
Brentford.
Jens said that Ajax have got a team who's in the lower divisions. It's like their youth team. They're under 18s, and he was training with them. They play in like the 3rd or 4th tier in Holland, and he was training with them until very recently.
Okay, that's after that. Then he went over to Brentford. But to tell the truth, guys, right? Even if Ericsson came back, I think the 6-month stint at Brentford will be the test to see at what level he's still at, right? And if he proves himself after the 6 months, and if Conte wants him, I don't mind him. But the only thing is that what scares me the most is, right, that kind of same scenario we saw in the Euros. I wouldn't want to see that in the Hotspur, in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, right? That would be really heartbreaking, right? So, yeah. But
as he says, though, he's safer than anyone else now, because if it happens again, he's got that device inside him which just kickstarts his heart.
He's got a defib in his heart.
Yeah, so he said he feels safer than before.
Yeah. But like I said, the 6 months to prove himself at Brentford, that would be the key, right? If he does well and he doesn't show any signs or any problems, and I'm sure every time if you do move to another club, there will be a medical taken first, right? And especially with his condition that we are aware of, they'll be very, very specific on what they're looking for. So hopefully, best of luck to Ericsson at Brentford, right? But he hasn't started any games yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Right? No, they said he's not match fit, and they need to get him into a level where he's near a match fit.
Yeah. So, and then I'm not mistaken, Everton beat Brentford in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Everton beat Brentford in the FA Cup 4-1 or something like that, and then Everton got hammered by Newcastle yesterday. Oh, Newcastle! I'm not going to go there. They're coming. Newcastle is coming. That's all I can say. Yeah, that's all I can say.
That's what they survive relegation first. Yeah.
Oh, they're already out of the relegation spot after yesterday's win.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see how that develops, because I think with the bounce that Everton should get, you've got Leeds with games in hand. I don't see, obviously, Eddie Howe's been brought in to save them from relegation. He's not been brought them to win them trophies, because that's definitely
not yet. That's right. Yeah,
they're definitely there. It'll be a similar situation as what it was at Man City before Pep. You had Mark Hughes, and then Stuart Pearce, and then you got Mancini, then you got Pep. So I think that's
why I'm saying this is the warning with
Newcastle.
Yeah, but this is the warning to Levy. You see what Eddie Howe is going to do, right? If Eddie Howe Eddie Howe does take Newcastle out of relegation, and let's say they stay one more year not in the relegation battle, right? That is the time when Conte's contract ends. Imagine what's going to happen there. That's my fear. And if he doesn't back him, right?
Eugene, never underestimate what a shithole Newcastle is. No one would want to live there voluntarily. It's a horrible place.
And if Poch didn't want to go there, I don't see how Conte would want to go there. They'll probably go back for Rafa or something,
Oh, hard to say, man. If you give them enough money, right, they will go. That's all I say.
Yeah,
you give them enough money, they will go.
Money,
Newcastle is quite bad, though, Eugene. It'd have to be a lot of money to persuade him to go there.
We're paying Conte 20 million. We're paying Conte 20 million pounds a year, right? So, what's the Saudis going to give him, right? For all you know,
at least double to get to
at least double. Give him 50, and then the Saudis will tell him, "I'm not going to be like Levy. I'll get you who you want."
Yeah.
Right? No negotiation, right? Just tell me who you want and you'll get it, right? That's all, right? But that's my big fear, right? If because I was watching Tottenham Way, when Stel had the Spurs Italia boys on, one of the Spurs Italia guys on, Davide, right? So he was saying that they know Conte very well, his character and all that. If he feels any way or any sense, right, that he's not comfortable, he will move, right? So at the moment, we are very lucky what Paratici did, after the deals of Adama not going through, and of course the deal of Diaz not happening and all that, and all of a sudden Paratici had to go back to Juventus to bring 2 players in. I think that is the skin-saving part of it. If Paratici didn't bring those 2 players in, I've been saying, right, Conte would have walked in February, right, if we didn't bring any players in. And of course, with the players we got out, I guess in the end of the day, a lot of heads has been butted.
Right. Exactly. Right, guys, I'm going to have to shoot. I have to go. I have to go and get the kids because the part of the reason I'm not there tonight. So
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, Nick.
Nicholas.
Okay.
And Johnny, have fun tonight. Alan, finish up your lunch and get back on the show because it's not toast. Yeah. I can confirm it's not toast. So
it's not.
It's not toast. But yeah, thanks, guys. And if anyone's watching and wants my ticket for tonight, then just please, it's yours if you want it. So, and I'll do my score prediction if you're going to ask Eugene later. I think it's going to be
Do your score prediction now.
5-1 Spurs.
Yep, 5-1. Nice. 5-1 Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. 5-1. All right. Bye-bye, Nick. Okay, guys, more or less it's going to be the 1.5 hour mark. Usually my midweek shows are not that long. It's about 1.5 hours long and all that. We have few more points you want to talk about, Johnny?
What's happened this week? I'm trying to think what's happened. So we haven't discussed West Ham, have we? And what disgrace they are by selecting Zuma last night.
Yeah. I did have a short chat in the beginning part of the show with Alan about the cat kicking thing and all that, and Moyes picking him and all. Right.
Oh, I just heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And to put it polite, it's called cat kicking, right? Right. But I don't know. Being a manager of a football club, right? You always have to pick your best team. Okay. So when moralities like that come into play, I guess you choose what you got to choose, correct? So Moyes chose what he got to choose. Now it's caused a big uproar among all the animal lovers, right? To tell the truth, I prefer human lovers than animal lovers, right? You should love the human first, right? I know. But
it shows their character, though, doesn't it? If they're prepared to bully something.
Yeah, I mean, come on. There are a lot of bad things that happen in this world, right? A lot of bad things that happen in this world. I mean, sometimes things are in that way. But of course, Dan THFC, hi. And he's in school. He can't hop on. Yeah. Study hard, boy. Right. Oh, I did a show with him on Monday, or was it Tuesday morning? Right. I was in my car with him doing a show live. I was driving to work while doing a show. Yeah.
Eugene, I saw
that. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I was like, he's driving.
Did you have any road rage, Eugene? Like, get out of the way, you idiot!
I had to control myself. That's why I took the smooth road to work, not the ones with a lot of stops. Right. I was on the highway most of the time, so I was able to control my rage. Right, because I'm very famous for my road rage. Right. But I don't think you want to go to the cat kicking thing. So we talk about Wolves, right? Because don't forget, tonight while we are playing Southampton, the Gooners are playing Wolves, right?
Did you see those knobheads? Speaking of them yesterday, that stupid thing that they've got on their club shop saying your baskets are empty.
I know.
I mean, what? Yeah. Where's that's not very professional, is it?
No,
it's a bit.
That's the thing. No, that's what you call media. What they do, right? For football clubs, is what the media does is that they hype up the fans against each other, right? Our trophy cabinet is not empty, right? It's just there are trophies in our trophy cabinet, right? It's just recently we haven't put any in, right? In the past 14 or 15 years. That's the only thing, right? But don't worry, we've got Conte, guys. What have you got? That's my answer to them. And secondly, who did you buy in the January transfer window? That's my second question to them, right? So
they were tracking someone's. They were tracking a random number plate around London, weren't they? Because they thought it was some guy they were interested in. It turned out to be just some normal fellow. It was nothing to do with the player at all. And their whole fan base have been tracking this poor guy, checking out his MOT status and his insurance status, and trying to link it to the player that they're after because he had a similar number plate to. I can't remember the name of the guy. He's a striker in, I believe, France or Germany. And they didn't get him in the end anyway.
They don't get people. They won't get anybody. Anyway, their buys, I don't know. I mean, don't forget, right? They did get Tomiyasu, right? So in the other day, I don't want to go there, right? You know, the where's Tomiyasu question we've been asking for 3 months. Yeah, we know where he is now. Yeah, right. So that's why better not go there. And Alan, any last thoughts before we end the show?
No, just hope everyone that's going tonight enjoys it, stay safe, and hopefully we turn a good result in. I'm going for a 3-1, hopefully.
Okay. All right, 3-1. Guguma, any last thoughts? Score prediction?
I just hope it's an exciting game, and my prediction is 3-0. Spurs.
Oh, 3-0, yeah. And
Guguma,
I think
clean sheet.
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet. And Guguma, I think it'll be like something like 4:45 your time, right? In the morning. Yeah,
really
it's 3:45 my time. Really early. Yeah, really early. Right. And Johnny, last thoughts, score prediction?
I'm going 4-1. I think we'll concede, but I think we'll turn on quite a good performance tonight, and we'll put a few goals in, and then we'll take our foot off the pedal last 20 minutes, save a bit of energy for the Wolves game on Sunday. Yeah, Kaguma wants a clean sheet.
Clean sheet. Yeah,
not happy with the 3 goals. Kaguma wants a clean sheet as well.
Yeah. And Cody, give us your score prediction, Cody, if you're still listening to us, right? But to me, is that I don't care, just as long we win, right? It doesn't matter whether it's 9-0, like me and Alan was talking earlier. I want the 9-0, you know why? So it will make our goal difference better, right? Our goal difference now is like what, +2? That's so sad, being Spurs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's all them 3-0.
Yeah. We need to. I mean, come on. If we do beat them 9-0, right? We will jump MU into the 5th spot on goal difference, right? And Cody says he's going for 3-0, right? Kane and Son masterclass. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for, right? Jason Bell says that he just won 3 points. Yeah, so do I, right? Right, and his telepathic relationship is back tonight, baby. Yes, that's why I say. Right,
I'm looking forward to watching them both play. You know, they're starting to come back into form, and Kane's looking really good again. And Sonny looked electric the other day, so I'm really looking forward to seeing them play tonight, and Romero as well. I'm looking forward to seeing him. He's a nutter, isn't he? Just going smashing people high up the pitch, and it sets us away.
Yeah. No, the only question comes back to, right, if Romero solidifies his position at center back, right? That means will Dyer be on the sub bench when Dyer returns, right?
I don't know. I think
about that.
I think Sanchez will end up being dropped, and Romero be back to the right hand side, and Dyer in the middle. That's my own thoughts.
Okay, right. What do you think, Johnny?
Good to have options. That's the best way to look at it. How much did you say Conte's making a year? 20 million. I'll let him make that decision, Eugene.
All right.
Which
Coach,
weird before he
Johnny.
picks. I know exactly. I'm not getting paid 20 million to make that decision, though. Like Eugene raised a good point. Do you leave out Dyer? Do you leave out Romero? Do you leave out Sanchez? We'll let Conte earn his 20 million and make that decision.
You better get them kids paying more subs.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'll up the subs to six quid instead of 5.
Yeah, there's a Hotspur. Just in Zuma had his cat taken off him by RSPCA. Oh, poor man. Oh, yeah, okay. They did. I don't know. I heard the police are investigating it now, the videos and all that. So he might get charged, right, for animal cruelty?
I think the RSPCA can do that, that's the Royal Society for the Protection of Cruelty to Animals for Eugene and Laguna, the RSPCA, that's what it stands for. So we've got an agency to stop people being cruel to animals. The police have said they can't get involved.
Really?
They've said similar to that they can't investigate Boris Johnson because it's a historic thing based on video evidence, and because they weren't there at the time. Well, no, the police weren't there when people murder people, but they still investigate those, don't they? Ridiculous argument. Our police are useless. They don't want to investigate anything.
Well, we had a problem around our way. There was a next door neighbour's cat got shot by an air rifle.
Jeez.
And it survived. It survived, but I mean, I've not heard of it happening before because in my first marriage, our cat got shot by an air rifle, and that didn't survive. It was just knackered its back spine. And the police don't want to. The police can't do anything, but the RSPCA said they were going to investigate, but don't know if anything happened.
But what action can they take anyway? Do they have the authority to take action against anyone?
I don't know.
The RSPCA can't throw people into jail, right?
I think they can prosecute them enough to get a court case to go ahead onto that stage. I think usually.
All right. I think okay.
What I can work out was why people were surprised by it, as if Kurt Zouma hadn't displayed several incidents of him being a complete arsehole in the past. I mean, we already knew he was a complete arsehole, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
The club he comes from, the club he's at now, Chelsea and West Ham, bound to be an arsehole.
Okay. That's why, you see, our players are too nice, right? That's what Mourinho used to say, right? Our players are too nice, right? Do all the bad things, but don't get caught and do those stupid things, right? But of course, recently in the pictures where Grealish was photographed or video drunk and stumbling around or something like that, right? So I don't know. And Pep says that boys will be boys, right? So
and Pep's got the out because he weren't invited.
Yep.
There's one thing going out for a drink, isn't there? But to get to that state as a professional athlete, I don't know if it's a good look, is it really? The amount of money they're earning.
Johnny, I know. I mean, we're all human too, right? So in a certain stage of our lives, we've been in that stage too, right? I've been in that stage too, so I know very well where he's coming from.
And I'm hiding my head on that one.
I don't know, but of course, been there, done that.
I'd be quite happy to stay in if I was getting 250 grand a week, right, Eugene?
Yeah. But of course, we're not getting 250 grand a week, right? So we do what we do. And then we're not icons of football and all that. So, and I hope, Guguma, you don't do that, right?
Are you a drinker, Guguma?
I don't really drink. No, I don't drink.
Good girl.
Good. Yeah. But
I don't anymore because I can't.
Yeah. I've cut down on my drinks about 99% nowadays, right? I used to be a heavy drinker too, but children, right? Drinking is not good, and please don't drink and drive, right? I've got a long history with that. Bye. No, I'm not going to talk about that, right? Okay, but before we close the show, just give a shout out to the guys in the chats, right? We got Daza Hotspur, thanks for your support. Cody Max here, Jason Bell, right? Chris Agamba, always a strong supporter. Dan THFC, right? Go back to class, Dan.
Yeah,
recess is over. All right, recess is over. Kenneth Blanche, right? Thanks for being on, Kenneth. First time seeing you here. Who else do we have? Ellie, yes, of course. Ellie was with us just now earlier, right? And of course, we have Guguma. And guys, don't forget, if you have time, please hop over to Ben's show called Coffee Company. Yeah, Coffee Company on YouTube, right? It's very zen. He talks a lot about coffee, right? and usually puts people to sleep, according to him, because of his background music, right? Because of the background music, right? And of course, you got Jamie.
Spurs too.
Yeah, don't forget that nonsense.
Night. Thank you.
Later,
Yeah.
And later, I let Nick and let Alan and Johnny plug their channel, right? And of course, Barry from Southside Spurs, Hotspur Boy 69, right? Big up to you guys. Who else do we have? Tony K. Yep, Tony K is from Korea. Tony K is from Korea, right? Guguma?
He just said he's Greek. No, he says Greek.
He's Greek.
Mm-hmm.
Tony K is Greek. All right, Tony K.
I think
Sorry.
he's talking about Tony Ko from.
Oh no, Greek like Ellie. Yes, Tony K is Greek. All right, right. Tony Ko is from Korea. Right? Tony K is Greek. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Tony K is Greek like Ellie. Oh, right. Alan Harris, of course. Alan Harris is here with me. Who else do we have? Wayne Bonner. Big up to Wayne. John Fitzpatrick. Who else do we have? I guess this is. Of course, we have Nicholas, right? Nicholas, Barry, Sean, Pete. What are the names he has?
Grant, Phil. Stelios. What else do we call him?
Stelios. Yeah, he's got Stelios too, right? That's from the Astrid character.
Stelios. Nah, he used to look like Stelios, the guy that used to own EasyJet. He used to be his lookalike. Stelios.
EasyJet?
Yeah. The guy that owned the EasyJet, he looks like Nick. We used to call him that for years. So we used to call him Stelios.
All right. Okay, not Coach Stelios, right?
No, it doesn't look like the coach.
No, like Coach Stelios, right? Of course, Johnny, your show Thursday.
Yeah, we're on Thursday. We'll get underway about 7:30. We'll probably. I don't think we'll touch too much on the FA Cup game because that's been done to death, hasn't it, on all the channels over the last 3 or 4 days.
You got the Southampton game to talk about.
Yeah, so that'll be fresh in everyone's memory. So we'll probably talk about the Southampton game. We got obviously we had Mickey Hazard on last week, so we didn't really do our usual kind of show. We just did a Q&A with Mickey, so a few bits to catch up on, especially our adopted French club, Limonade St Didier. We'll give you an update on how they got on last week. It's not good news. I'll give you a little spoiler.
Limonade St Didier,
yeah. Never lost again.
They did, Alan. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they lost again. Steve Bronx team, Eugene. We've been keeping an eye on them. So. Little spoiler, they lost again. Yeah, they're based in the Alps. Okay. So yeah, could be a nice little trip out there. Alan said he used to be a skier in his day, so we said we're going to clip him to with his mobility issues.
When I was on the snow, I used to go
with his mobility issues. We said we're going to tie him to a snowboard and push him down the hill there. So if we ever do make it to the Alps. Yeah, so we'll talk about the game tomorrow, I'm sure. We have got another special announcement, haven't we, Alan? Is it too early to say, or do we want to keep that
I think we can let people know that the one and only true captain of the football team's coming on, Mr. Stevie Perryman.
Oh, that's nice.
3rd of March.
Wow.
Yeah, 3rd of March, we've got Steve Perryman coming on.
I've got to change my name. Apparently, they've renamed me. I'm Alatici.
Alatici. No, you're Alatici. His contacts within the game. He keeps getting us all these great guests. So he's got his next target in mind as well, but we can't reveal who that is. It's another captain of the club, but he's got another target in mind, as requested by in the stream the other day, wasn't it? In the channel, in the comments, Alan. Yeah, so he's got his next target.
I've got a message from Mickey this morning saying that unfortunately, though, he doesn't use social media, so it could be a problem getting him on.
Listen to him, Eugene. Mickey. I had a conversation with Mickey the other day. Mickey Hazard. on first name terms now, Alan.
All right. Not Mr. Hazard.
What did he call you? No. What did he call you? Al? Are you Al now, or are you?
He's Alatici. We call him Alatici. Right. All right, guys. Don't forget Shelfside Spurs, right? 7:30, right? 7:30 GMT.
Night.
Yeah,
GMT tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah, and do hop on. It's hilarious.
Hop on, jump on, always.
Are you still doing cooking with Jens, or is it cooking with Rez now?
Well, Alan seems to be the one eating all the time, so he might be cooking with Alan tomorrow.
No, that's eating with Alan.
Eating with Alan and cooking with Rez. Yeah, you never know. That's one of the surprises. You have to tune in tomorrow to find out who's going to be doing our cooking feature.
And it won't be the cooking bit.
It certainly won't be steak, Cody, because I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat any of that. I don't approve of any of that animal murdering stuff. None of that.
Oh, so that's why you didn't
Vegetarian.
answer my text message.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Thanks for your support. Right. Let's end the show and we'll catch up in the back room. Levy
Come
out.
on, you Spurs.
Levy out.